think it would create more hazard if I was to stop and investigate. And that is the reason I don't drive a Yamaha. Or should I say, that's the reason I drive a Honda. You see, Hondas are made to go to hell and back. They had that slogan at least 25 years ago. And I believe it. I've had a motorcycle back in 1987, 85. Man, I brutally abused that thing. It never quit. I sometimes would have, believe it or not, I would have 5 or more people on it at the same time. It seemed like the hotter that thing got, the more powerful it went. The funny thing is, that motorcycle was very temperamented. Whenever my friends would borrow it, somehow it would just quit. Then they can't get it started and they would push it back home, or I would have to go and get it, and I go over there, there's one kick and that was it. That's all it took to get it started. I sure missed that thing. I once owned a Kawasaki. What was the name of that brand or the model? Kawasaki something. That thing didn't last me a year, and it started running funny. It seemed like the piston and piston rings were a little bit worn out. But of course I rode that thing real hard. Kawasaki something. It was green. It was kind of a greenish purple. It was fast. Well, it was faster than the Honda that I had. I think all it was a 250. It was an Enduro. Come on. KMX, that's what it was. KMX. Kawasaki KMX. My Honda, well actually it was my dad, but I predominantly used it. It was a 200 XL R, I think it was. Oh, I love that thing. I would take that up in the hills and rivers and you name it. See, back home in the Philippines at the time, well, until today, you could pretty much ride it anywhere, any way you want it, and it doesn't matter how many people you have. I once rode a motorcycle with 10 people on it, including myself. All I remember was I had a guy on my shoulder. Granted, he was a little guy, but 10 people on that motorcycle. That was the stupid days of Johnny B. Good. You know, I really wondered why I didn't die doing what I did. After all these years, I look back of all the stupid things I did. Well, I know why. It's, 100% by the grace of God, I'm here. But it's never been anywhere, anytime, anything close to just my own power. No way. There were people 100 times better than I was, and they died. Yeah, I've always wondered, when it comes to death, I don't know if we can, if it's not your time, it's not your time. But I suppose if you make a choice to end it, purposely end it, I suppose it is your choice. You can shorten it that way. But if you live your life as, daily, of course, I think you're going to invite pain and I don't know. But if it's not your time, it doesn't really matter what you do, I guess, as long as you don't purposely kill yourself. And I think I'm a prime example of that. And I think a lot of people do. It's never your time until you want it. You end it. But then again, what happens to those people who commit suicide and survive? There's always that scenario. But I think for the most part that people commit suicide, I think most of them really do die. Only a few handful of people that survive suicides, right? Well, this is gonna go on for a while, so I'll catch you guys later. Peace.